Hey, welcome. Today we are going to talk about cardio, but probably not in the way you're used to. We're going to completely reframe it for educators. This means moving way beyond that old school idea of exercise as just exhausting punishment and into a whole new philosophy of using movement as a tool to keep you energized for your professional life. So let's just start with this one big question. What if we've been looking at this whole thing wrong? The fitness world is always screaming, push harder, go faster. But for a teacher, that's usually a one-way ticket to burnout. The whole idea we're exploring here is that cardio should be about recharging your professional battery, not just torching calories. And that brings us right to what I call the educator's cardio paradox. You know this feeling, right? You're told exercise is going to give you this huge energy boost. But after a 10-hour day on your feet, making a million tiny decisions, the absolute last thing you have is the energy for some intense workout. It's a total catch-22. So, here's the core message, the foundation for everything else we're going to cover. It's simple. Cardio's job in your life is to support and build your energy. It should never, ever drain the precious little you've got left at the end of a long day. Okay, so with that in mind, it is time to reclaim what cardio is really for. We're going to dismantle that old, punishing mindset and rebuild it from the ground up as a powerful professional tool, something that actually helps you teach better and for a lot longer. And this slide just lays it out so clearly. Look at the shift here. We're throwing out the old rules on the left, this whole idea of exercise as punishment or something you have to do to earn your food. And instead, we are embracing the new philosophy on the right. Just look at those words: energy, resilience, stress regulation. See? This has nothing to do with how you look. It's all about having the capacity to do your job and not just survive, but thrive. And here's the science behind how it all works. For teachers, cardio is basically a neurological survival tool. That quick walk you take isn't just a walk, it's a tune-up for your vagus nerve, which helps you stay calm when a classroom gets chaotic. It's pumping oxygen to your brain, so your executive function is sharper for lesson planning. It acts like a chemical cleanup crew, flushing out stress hormones like cortisol. It literally builds your emotional buoyancy so you have a longer fuse. And yeah, it's about longevity, making sure you can have a long, healthy career, not just get through leg day. But to really get on board with this new approach, we got to talk about why the old way just doesn't work. The fact is, a lot of traditional fitness advice wasn't designed for the crazy demands of teaching, and it's full of myths that lead straight to burnout. And here's trap number one, the all-or-nothing fallacy. Teachers tend to be high achievers, and that perfectionism can sneak into our fitness goals. We get this idea that if we don't have time for a proper 45-minute gym session, then it's not even worth doing. And on a busy day, what does that lead to? Doing nothing at all. But this right here, this is the idea that just shatters that myth. A tiny little movement snack, like taking the stairs for just 3 minutes between classes, is biologically way, way better for you than sitting at your desk for 3 hours straight. It completely breaks the cycle and proves that these small, consistent actions have a huge impact. Okay, next up is the self-care guilt loop. Oh man, this one is real. It's that nagging voice in your head that says any time you spend on yourself, even just a 5-minute walk, is time you're stealing from grading papers or prepping for your next class. It makes taking care of yourself feel totally selfish. And the way to fight that guilt is with this massive shift in perspective. You've got to stop thinking of it as me time. It's not. It's better teacher prep. Because when your brain has more oxygen and your stress levels are down, you are a more patient, more creative, and more effective educator. It's a direct investment in your professional ability. All right, so we've busted the myths. Now let's get practical. This is all about your toolkit. Simple, easy strategies that don't need a gym or a free hour in your schedule. These are designed to fit into the real-world chaos of a school day. Now this is the centerpiece of your entire toolkit. It's the talk test. Forget complicated heart rate formulas. This is so much easier. So look at zone 1, the reset walk. That's when you can sing or hold a full conversation. It's perfect for flushing out stress. Then you have zone 3, the stair sprint, where you can barely get a few words out. That's your quick steam valve. But for us, the real magic happens right in the middle. And that brings us to zone 2, the hallway hustle. This is your Goldilocks zone. It's where you can talk, but you probably couldn't belt out a song. This is the sweet spot. It builds your endurance and gives you the biggest energy bang for your buck without totally draining your battery. For an educator, this is the zone you want to live in as much as possible. And the best part is you can hit that zone 2 in so many ways without ever stepping foot in a gym. Think about it. You could do the vertical mile just by taking the stairs all day, or an invisible jump rope in your classroom for 60 seconds. A corridor circuit where you just power walk the hallways. Even desk exercise or a few quick wall push-ups totally count. These are those little movement snacks that fit right into your day. Okay, let's wrap this all up by zooming out to the big picture, because this isn't just about surviving the week. This is about fueling yourself for the entire marathon of a teaching career. It's about how you power yourself for the long, long haul. And to get this, just imagine your body has two different fuel tanks. You've got the sugar tank, that's what you use for high-intensity stuff, like sprints. It burns out fast, and it's what leads to those energy crashes. But then you have the fat tank. That's your slow-burn aerobic engine. This is the tank that provides the steady, consistent energy you need to get through an 8-hour day of teaching. And gentle walking is the key that unlocks it. And look at how this plays out, side by side. When you're always running on that sugar tank, you get burnout, those afternoon energy crashes, and that awful hangry feeling. But when you train your body to tap into the fat tank through consistent zone 2 movement, you get steady moods, sustained energy, and a real physical longevity. For a sustainable career, the choice is, well, it's crystal clear. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. As you're planning for the next few weeks and months, just ask yourself this. What if the real key to surviving and actually thriving this semester isn't buried in your lesson plan, but it's waiting for you in your very next walk down the hallway?